Navy Vet 76 out at the range. Here's a rifle I haven't showed you yet. It is your typical Mosin Nagant. However, this one has a laminated stock. And I just like the looks of it. Of course, you know these were done later in the war to save money. And it's got a really pretty color to it. And I just like the way it looks. It's got an extra piece right here. As you can see, it doesn't match the grain and it doesn't show up, but there's a seam right there where this was added on, glued on. This was a Tula 1939. It's been crudely refurbished by the arsenal, and it's got electro pencil here, and they didn't even get all the original serial number off, and it's all electro penciled. And it's just your typical 9130 Mosin Nagant. When I did get this thing, it's been a while, it still had a little bit cosmoline everywhere. So I cannot say for sure that it hasn't been fired after factory or arsenal refurb. Probably was. Just didn't clean it up good enough. It's got really good rifling in it. The groove diameter is 313.5 thousandths. And it's in really good shape, actually. It's just that your typical Russian refurb. And looks like they did it quick and threw it in a crate and just waiting for its next war. Alright, I'm using my load that I used the last time I was out with a different rifle, and it is a 170 grain bullet. It's a PPU bullet. It's called a PSP-BT, and it's resized to 314 thousandths diameter. Actually, it's a 175 grain bullet, and it's got a lead tip on it. So it's a jacketed lead tip boat tail. It's a 322 diameter 8mm bullet that I resized with the least bullet sizing die and a little bit of weight to 313 thousandths. And I entered the wrong data on my phone here. And I want to update this to the correct. Sorry about that, but I'm not going to get up and pause the camera to do this. So that should get us what we need there, what I need. And then I have the chronograph set up. Obviously, that's what I'm doing here. It's attached to this phone. This phone is just an old spare phone I have. And we're shooting at 50 yards. Do 5 shots. And we'll see what happens here. This will probably shoot a little high. I'm sure it will, not probably. It will shoot a little high. We got 2,571 feet per second. And that's pretty stout. It's got quite some recoil to it too. That was 26-21. $25.92. $26.09. And $25.54. There's a little bit of pressure signs here. It's probably a little hot, but then again, these rifles they shoot hot anyway. So I want to peek down the scope here and see what they got. Get something into focus here. Not a bad group. Obviously it's shooting high and to the right. So I want to adjust my sight a little bit and see if we can bring it over. So I'll pause it. Okay. On these rifles, you have to move the front sight left or right for windage, and I'm high and to the right, so you move the front sight to the right, and that'll bring your point aim to the left. And what I used is a piece of aluminum and a small piece of aluminum, and tap it over. Again, we're shooting really high. We, I mean me. When I say we, I'm including you guys in the video. That one was $24.99. That's That's 100 feet per second slower.
The ceasefire, 1 minute.
That's 25:15. $2,600. $24.71. Wow, we got quite a bit of deviation going on there. And 25.52. Alright, so and how to pause this. Why can't we pause? We'll save the group. Okay. We'll go down there and take a look. Okay, here was my first group, and then I moved to front sight. Here's my second group. My point of aim is right there, and that's how high it's shooting. So this is approximately 5.5 inches and another 3. So they're shooting 8 inches high at 50 yards. Not bad. I need to tap that sight over just a little bit more, and that should bring our windage on. All right, I adjusted the front sight again. I may back this load off a grain. Right now I'm shooting 50 grains IMR 4350. IMR 4350. I don't know if you heard it because of the gun. My overall length is 2 inches 855 thousandths. For Mosin, I like the group I'm getting. Okay. There's already 5 in there. I'm trying to load 6. Magazine only holds 5. So I'm going to try a little Kentucky windage to bring the elevation down. Get comfortable here. I'm going to aim for the bottom of the paper. That one was 2,610 feet per second. The speed is really about right for this rifle. That's 2,547 feet per second. That was 2,596 feet per second. That one, 2606 feet per second. Twenty-six 47. I'm gonna take a peek. I need something to aim at rather than the bottom of the paper. My group don't have a very good group. Actually got one in the bullseye, that's weird. Alright. So I need to put something down there that I can aim at. And try it again. You want to close the camera? Okay, I put a little something down there I can aim at, and I can barely see it. But I also tap the front side over a little bit more. Okay. Oh, I did it again. I tried to load 6 in there again. All right, now let's see if I can change the point aim a little bit. I can't really see my spot. Twenty-six 37. Bring it back some more. Twenty-five 82. That recoil's getting a little painful. Twenty-four 80. 26 61. Twenty-five 51. Yeah, I can't really see the little dot I put down there. I want to take a look. Yeah, that's pretty good. I had one bullseye from the previous group, but it was an accident. There's no way, because the rest of them were up to the right a little bit and high. This last group, using lowering my elevation, they're pretty good. Just judging elevation by lowering it using Kentucky windage, I guess you'd call it, except Kentucky elevation. And I'll take you down there and show you here in a bit. We've got 20 rounds through this rifle now, and I really like it. I think the laminated stocks are kind of unique. There's a lot of them out there. They're not really unique, but the majority of the Mosins I've seen are just solid stock, hardwood stock, and the laminated ones are just a whole different look. Again, there's nothing really special about this rifle. It's your typical Mosin Nagant. It is a Tula. When they first came out, they were the more sought after of the rifles. And it's 1939, which is pre-World War II, at least for the United States. And I think the bore on this, for its age and for a typical Mosin Nagant, is in really good shape. So I just thought I'd show this to you. I will take you down at the break and show you what the last 5 rounds look like. And then I'm going to move on to something else. Okay. Here's my last group right here. This was my aim point, but I couldn't see it at 50 yards. I could just barely see it. This one here is a flyer, actually, from the previous group. And it looks like the elevation dropped some. And I'm guessing as the barrel heated up, it dropped. I'm still slightly to the right. But at 50 yards, that's not bad. At 100 yards, I'd probably open up some more. I'll take it out another time and shoot at 100 yards. Navy Vet 76 out at the range, moving on.